Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Broadway Jets YouTube channel. Matt and I are looking to expand on our YouTube uh, content and putting out some videos and going to get into it in 2023. And we're going to start here. This is 2022, some of the last waning moments. It's exciting stuff.
Yeah, and I think we have a good topic today. It's a topic that I tweeted out earlier in the year, and it was should the Jets retire Revis is number 24. Obviously, went into the Ring of Honor this year, and the poll was interesting. Like it was 80% yes and 20% no, and a lot of people even commented and said, "I wish there was a maybe option," because a lot of what Revis did throughout his time with the Jets was great. And a lot of people have that sour taste of when he went to New England. So, Mike, from your perspective, I know where you're going to land on it, but let the people know why you are a yes on retiring Revis as number 24.
Yeah, I mean, it is interesting because he did the worst thing. He went to the Patriots and won a Super Bowl. And that helped his Hall of Fame case too. I believe Revis is a Hall of Famer no matter what. I think he was the most dominant cover corner, man-to-man corner, definitely that I've ever seen. People will argue some older guys argue Deion Sanders and Champ Bailey and other players from the past, but pound for pound, I mean, 2009, 31 passes defense, never happened before. Should have been Defensive Player of the Year. Just legendary guy, five-time All-Pro, seven-time Pro Bowler. Doesn't have the longevity of some other guys.
Right.
But man, it really helps that Revis came back. It's like if he hooked up with his best friend's wife. He did the worst thing, but he
Well,
still has to be he has to have his number retired. You can't have anybody wearing number 24 again. Stupid, they give it to Philip Adams and then he
right.
made his whole family.
Yeah.
They give it to
I was going
Darius
to get into
Raynaud.
that one. So at first, though, it's clear we know the story. Contract disputes, torn ACL, and then the Jets traded him. So like at first, the Jets did wrong by him, and they could have done it right. They got a first round pick for him from Tampa Bay, but the Jets at first are the reason why he wasn't a Jet. They traded him. Now,
Giants Dick.
yeah, exactly. And
Worthy of
when he goes to New England, right, you can go to 31 other teams. He goes to the Patriots. They give him a good amount of money. He wins it, fine. And you're right, you brought up the 24. And I think that's a reason why they're clearly going to retire it. They haven't let anyone else wear it outside of Philip Adams and Darius Raymond, who returned 3 kicks in like 2013.
Yeah.
Philip Adams, of course, in the news a couple years back, murdered his entire family. Um,
It's so bad. It's not terrible. Not a joking matter. Should not murder your entire family.
no, and then
We are
so
not pro family murder
we're
on the
not.
Broadway
So
Jets
there's
podcast.
5 current numbers retired: Namath, Maynard, Martin, Klecko, and Bird. I think it is very clear as day that 24 should not be worn again. You made a good point. He comes back in 2015, and there's a revisionist history that he was bad in 2015. He was a
It was
Pro
great.
Bowler. I think he had 5 turnovers through like the first 6 games. He does, I think, two, a fumble recovery and a pick against the Colts on the Monday Night Football game. So
Yep.
clear as
Lost
day,
his shoe.
retire it. But for the 20% of fans that don't want it retired, there, I is it. Do you think it's only the Patriots aspect of it, or do they think the longevity part of he didn't play as many games as any of the other 5 individuals that we retired their number? Is there something to that you think that could be an aspect as well?
I mean, like I tend to understand because he did it could be an unforgivable thing. But like you said, if he went straight from the Jets, was a free agent, signed with the Patriots in our face, won a Super Bowl, it would be a little bit harder to swallow.
Right.
The longevity portion, I mean, played 8 years with the Jets. He's got the 25 interceptions. He's played in 108 games. He was part of the 3 best teams that we've seen, growing up. We're born in the mid 90s. So,
It's a great point. Everything that we had from that run of even end of 2008 where it didn't go the way we wanted to, up until the end of 2011, which of course the final week didn't go our way. That what was that 4 season stretch? He's the number one player on the team. He took away an entire side of the field, and he gave us those memories that we look back on that as a mid 90s kid really are the core and only bright spots when you look back on the last 15, 20 years.
yep.
So we have
And
a maybe a
2015 he
different
was there too. So, yeah.
right. And maybe that's why we have a different we're an automatic yes, like don't even think about it. Don't let anyone wear 24 again. We were at his ring of honor, which is pretty cool in the Chicago game. So all in
Rain,
all,
yeah.
yeah, talk to me.
Yeah, look, I mean, he is on par with those other guys with Namath and Martin and and Gastineau, Klecko, all these incredible Jets. Gastineau's not retired, but he's going to be in the Hall of Fame, and he deserves to have a number retired. They're prepping it like you said. No one's worn 24 in many years, so it's going to happen. I think, and I think it's well warranted. I'm excited for it. It will not look right to see another player wearing the number 24.
All right. Sounds like a plan. If you did make it this far, we are, like Mike mentioned, trying to grow a bit more on here. We'll do these 5-10 minute videos pretty often. If you can hit like, hit subscribe. If you like the Twitter content, drive people here and have a good time while doing it. Right, Mike? It was a pleasure as always, my friend.
See you in 2023.